Welcome back to the Check Ball Show. I'm Austin Mills, joined by Drew Hanlen, Frankie Delgado. We took a couple-week break, but you guys honestly missed a lot. I got married, Drew tore his calf, and Frankie opened a new spot in Hollywood.
Yes, sir. What's up, coaches? We're back.
So I got married. All the boys were at the wedding. Then I went on honeymoon. So part of the break's fault is mine, but also season's coming up. So we decided to take a quick little break before season gets hot again. But I do want to talk wedding. What were your thoughts? What do we think?
I thought, man, there's Michael Rubin's party, and then there was your wedding.
I felt that way too.
That's what I'm going to say, man.
No Travis Scott's, though.
So you asked him about your wedding. What do you think about Frank's speech?
The speech, slightly offensive, honestly. Slightly offensive.
A little bit?
Chandler said that he couldn't understand a word he was saying. I think maybe a few people felt that way.
Maybe people feel like that when I'm on the
Frank was a bit nervous. Frank was a bit nervous. Hey, you know what
think
it
I
was?
was nervous?
You were juiced
You know what I think it was?
A lot of tequila.
We've been trying to get him to look at show notes for a long time on the podcast.
Absolutely not.
And
I refuse.
And he refuses. Then he went and had notes for your speech and tried to read it. Now I see why he doesn't go to show notes when he does the podcast.
I'm not used to reading off.
You got
it comes from
go
the heart.
From the heart. Go
comes
from the heart.
Come on, man. You didn't like my speech?
I liked it.
I would say it was top 3 at the wedding.
I got a lot of compliments when I was walking through
Top
the wedding.
3.
I think there were like probably 15 speeches throughout the wedding through 3 days, and I would say Frankie's was probably top 14 for me. It was up there.
Hey, if you're not number one, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last.
If you're not first, you're last.
Frank, would you say that the speeches were a bit on the longer side for a wedding, or would you say
I'm gonna go back to my speech right now. I can't believe you just said that, man. I think that when I was
top
up
14,
there,
that doesn't mean you weren't 1 or 2. I said you were top 14. It means you weren't last.
It's top 1 or 2.
You guys were up there.
As a team,
Parsons carried the squad. I gotta say.
He carried
Parsons
it.
Yeah.
definitely was.
Parsons
definitely was good. It was just good banter back and forth, though. I thought they complement each other pretty well.
So one thing from the wedding, obviously having played basketball and being in the basketball world, there were a few NBA players at the wedding, and so Drew brought up a very good question at the wedding at the dinner table, which was interesting. Some people were offended by my answer, but he said of the players at the wedding, if we were to make the best starting 5 at the wedding, which would have been, in your opinion, who?
So starting 5,
Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton
At the 1.
is a lock. Sabonis is a lock. Those
Okay.
2 are locks because they've both been all-stars. Trey would definitely be in the starting lineup. Trey
Okay.
Murphy. Kevin Herter would definitely be in the
Okay.
starting lineup.
4.
And would it be Royce, or would it be George Niang, or
What about Parsons?
Parsons?
Prime Parsons.
Which
Prime
Parsons? Which
He
was
he can't play anymore, Coach. He got in a really bad accident, Coach. He can't play anymore.
I would go.
That's
I would
what the
go
lawsuit
Royce.
said.
I would go Royce. It's a little bit of a small lineup, but of that lineup, you have Tyrese and Domas, who are both all-stars. So what does that team do?
I thought that.
How many
I thought
teams?
that with me on the bench on that team, that we're winning a couple of games in the NBA.
Was there anybody else that we're missing? First off, anybody else that we're missing? Ooh, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr.
So he's coming off the pine.
I don't know. Are we talking Tim Hardaway's season like 2 years ago?
No, we're talking now, Coach.
Oh, okay.
We're talking today.
I don't know. It's a tough call. But let's just say for the conversation, let's just include Royce.
Let's just start out by saying your team offensively would be elite because Sabonis, awesome. Triple-double
Shooters,
threat.
Tyrese throwing it out.
Tyrese, best passer, best playmaker in the NBA. Then you got shooters. You know what I mean? George Niang can knock down shots. Trey can knock down shots.
Royce and Tim.
You know, and then obviously Kevin can knock down shots. So offensively, it'd be great. Defensively, they would not guard
Their
a
shadow.
thing.
Well, Royce is good on defense, and that's about it. Tim's solid on
Defensively, it would be a
Defensively, it would be a
struggle.
It would be a big time struggle.
But
They'd be
you
like-
know what? You had some good agents there. We had a team owner. It was a great table.
A lot
by the
of
way.
basketball adjacent.
One thing that I don't even know if we shared with you, we had an elite group chat. You were excluded from it because we wanted you to focus on the wedding itself.
we
But
took you off.
we were roasting the speeches in real time. We should honestly show him some of that later on.
Later on, we'll show you. But
We'll show
that's
you.
why I'm saying like top
How did I get
14,
left out of
man.
that?
Yeah, you gotta give me a little bit more respect.
It was actually
has to
pretty
be top
good.
3 or nothing, man.
It was pretty good because it started with Tyrese Halliburton had texted, I think, me and Frankie, and like said something about one of the speeches, like making a joke. And then he goes, add Chandler. And then I added Chandler. Then it was add George. And then we started adding.
We just added the whole.
By the end of the night, we had every NBA player and then Frankie and I. And I think that might have been it.
Did Tyrese start this group chat after one of my friends threw shade at him in his speech?
I don't
He
know
didn't
when
like
he started.
that.
I think he started early.
Oh no, that was way before.
Oh, okay.
But that was fucked up. Not gonna lie. Did he apologize?
He made a joke. I don't know. He made a joke about Tyrese being on the bench, but he won a gold medal. And honestly, I don't think Tyrese cares. Does Tyrese care?
No.
I don't think he cares.
No.
He
His
won a
time will
gold.
come. That's the thing. He already won. He won a gold medal. He's going to be a starting point guard for the next Olympics, and he's probably got another, Olympics or 2 after that too. So
that's not the point here, man. That's not what the point.
But you
is
can't
here.
throw shade at the wedding.
You can't talk shit about someone you've never met, and he's at the wedding, sitting down right in front of you, and he's one of your best friends.
I think they're used to it. They asked me if it was okay, and I was like, yeah, it's probably fine.
So we blame
I
you.
didn't realize it was gonna be that bad. Everyone was like, ooh.
And the whole table was like, "Let's get out of here." I heard there's a cool club down the street.
Hyde Sunset.
Hyde
You
Sunset.
got a lot of love at the wedding.
Are you kidding me?
My wife
Hold
and
on.
I met at Hyde,
We have to talk.
technically.
We have to talk about this part. Who in their rightful mind would say my name in their vows?
You like that? I said Frankie's name in my vows.
That was
like that?
incredible.
We like that?
You made me feel so special, man. And for anyone thinking that anyone else's speech was better than mine, that just says it all. That my name was on his vows.
There's only one place better than Raya to meet in LA. Hyde Sunset.
It was Hyde Sunset at its peak,
At
right?
its peak.
Yeah.
At its peak. Yeah.
Which was 8 years.
That was a
So
hot
so
take.
for anyone out there who doesn't understand our relationship, man, I was so proud of you out there, man. I love you. And, you'll never get another speech of mine until you give me the right rank on that speech.
Thanks,
You-
Coach.
But
appreciate
that was fun. That was a really fun wedding. Every one of our friends was there. Like, it was like a really fun, cool circle. For those guys that didn't make it because they had things to do, you
We
missed
should
out.
honestly add me to the group chat, first of all. Fire up that group and do some group trips. Like a New Year's.
Like a New Year's Cabo trip
Yeah,
again.
why not?
But this time you come for the whole thing.
So listen, last time I got invited to Cabo, I had never been to Cabo. Frankie basically runs Mexico, for you guys that don't know. And Frankie's like, I can't believe one of my best friends has never been to Mexico. I've been to 39 countries, and I had never been to Mexico. He's like, Drew, that's messed up. So I go, I never got the
He
invite.
took it offensively.
I never got the invite. And Frankie's like, you're always invited. You're always invited. He's like, matter of fact, we're going next weekend. He's like, you have to come. We're going to golf every single day. So I'm like, perfect. We get
That
down
was the
there.
plan, but
Hello, Coach. We get down there, and the first day, I'm staying at Austin's, and first day we get down there, we're sitting there waiting for Frank. We're like, maybe he's not up. Maybe they had
Me and Drew.
maybe they had a rough night. Sure enough, we see an Instagram story of them playing golf. We were like, Frankie, you invited me down to Cabo to play golf, and you're playing golf. He's like, yeah, sorry, we had foursome, and we had 4. So then the second day, he says, I promise, don't worry, we're going to play tomorrow. And sure enough, they skipped that day. Then I had to fly out to get back to workouts, and that night they're playing golf. I was like, that's what that's the kind of friends I got.
Well, in my defense, right? Things change on the, like, you're in Mexico, you're drinking a little bit of tequila,
The worst part is
you do that
I don't
here.
drink, so I'm over here only drinking water, and I'm hydrated, ready to golf. And
He
meanwhile,
acts like drinking affects him. You drink like when you wake up.
No, what I mean is, like, we're drinking and then we're like kind of sluggish in the morning, so we're like, let's just go a little later, and then it pushes off, and then let's have lunch, and then it pushes off into like, the kids, we have to go put them back in the room. And
let me ask you a question, because this is a good golf question. I know this is a basketball show,
Damn.
but do you think that drinking helps or hurts your golf performance? Because some people, you'll see them, they'll be like playing trash, then they take a few shots or a few drinks, and then they're like, now they're relaxed and they're out there playing well.
I think that I need all the help I can get, and drinking definitely does not help me. Like,
I just
it does relax me, but it does not help the game. This game is, you have to be locked in, and drinking does not lock me in. There's other people.
Frankie is at his best when he's drunk, so I would say that it helps you. It probably hurts most people, but I would say that it helps you.
From the outside looking in, but like it's more like, I think that it's more luck at that point, and whatever it is that, like, if I hit the putt or like it's just luck at that point, because I don't
Or
think
confidence, one of the two.
It's just I'm not so stressed about, like, or so tense maybe.
All right, so I want to move on. On today's show, we haven't really done this yet, and I want to do this more on our show. I want our show to be really fun, and I want to test your knowledge, both of you guys, especially Drew, but also Frankie.
Guys, I need my cheat sheet.
And so I came up with a couple different concepts that I think might stump you guys. All right?
All right.
So,
I like this.
Just so you know, I haven't seen the show notes either. I purposely
Yes,
withheld
Drew hasn't seen
information.
Yeah, right.
No,
I
I swear.
promise you.
I
These
swear.
guys always
I
get me
promise
like
you.
this, guys.
Drew
So
has
don't
not
blame.
seen this.
These guys have studied this
We're-
back and forth.
We're going to put this closer up on the screen for you guys, but can you name this player?
Yeah,
Just so you know, I can't.
I think I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Did he play for the Portland Trailblazers?
He's not on the Blazers.
He wasn't on the Blazers? He looks so
No
familiar.
idea. It is Deron Holmes II.
Oh, Deron Holmes.
Played for
the second.
the Dayton Flyers. All right, next photo. Do you know who this is?
Can you?
Oh, sure.
He wants to say Zach Randolph, but it's not.
I was gonna say Greg Oden. But
No.
This is Duop Reith from the Portland Trailblazers.
all right.
All right, next photo. They'll get easier. I wanted to start off.
I almost
really
had
hard.
that one.
I wanted to start off really hard.
LaMelo.
Funny thing is, he Googled the rosters and he was picking the players he didn't know, just so you know. That's the only part I saw. I don't know who the players are, but I know he was just Googling
This
the
is Tidion Salaun. I didn't know who this. I knew who Duop Reith. I don't know who any of these people are. All right, next one. You should be able to get this one, Frankie. This
All
one is
right.
doable.
Damn it.
You know this one. You got to know
Yeah,
this
he's the guy that dances.
one. What's his name?
What's his name?
The guy that dances.
What's his
He was on the
name?
Suns with
Yeah.
Book.
What's his name?
I don't know, but it's the guy that dances.
We'll give you the first name. Cam.
And he can shoot.
Cam.
Cameron.
It's like Kamala and Trump. Cam. They're running there.
No.
Cam.
All I know is he has a good shot.
Campaign.
back
Cameron
point.
Payne.
Campaign.
Campaign. Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne.
All right. This guy plays with Luca.
You got to get this one, Coach.
I
No idea. Look at those eyes. Look into his eyes.
Give him a clue.
God, clue for Daniel Gafford.
Oh, that's Daniel Gafford.
What clue do I give you for Daniel Gafford? All right, next one. We got two left.
Okay.
One kind of hard.
You
one.
got to know this one.
One
this
easy one.
This one's easy.
Oh, from the Warriors.
Yeah.
He has a Warriors jersey on. Of course, he's from the Warriors.
Yeah, it's not Moody. It's the other one.
Oh, close.
Looney.
Oh, he got it.
There we
Come
go.
on, Looney.
Kevon Looney.
Come on, Looney. All right, this should be an easy one.
Oh, Markin. Lord
Markin.
Markin.
Laurie Markin.
There we go,
Laurie
Frank. You got
Markin.
some good
All right,
ones.
all right,
Let's
okay,
go.
all right.
Damn, those were hard, bro. Not gonna lie, I don't think Drew knew all of them except for the last three.
I told you the first couple I didn't know.
The first three are hard. Duop Reith is
He did not
doable.
know. He did not know, dude.
He didn't know them all either.
Can I get a more?
Can I get a list?
I said, can I get a more?
Can I get a list?
Right now with Prize Picks, if you play $5, you get $50 back. That's what they're talking about. This is only for new users, but any new users, you play $5, you automatically get $50. You just select 2 or more players, more or less on whatever you think they might get, and you get $5. You get 50 in the account. What are you guys rolling with right now?
More, Caitlin.
Caitlin Moore, guaranteed winner. And then whatever I say, the opposite of.
Sign up, Baller Media. Use the code. This next one should be pretty easy. We should be able to go for a while, but it's just kind of how quick you can think off the top of your head. Frank, you're going to start, and we're just going to go in a line, in a little loop, and you're just going to name a player. And the first person to get stumped loses.
Is it by like alphabet? Does he have to name like an A player, a B player, a C player, or?
I was just going to do players.
All right.
I think we should go in alphabet. Let's go
All
in
right,
alphabet.
let's go alphabet.
So
That makes
it can be first or
that makes
last
it
name. Is it
really
past or
hard.
present? Past or present?
First or last name.
Past or present.
Sure, we'll make it easier.
So you got A.
You got A.
Anthony Hardaway.
B. Bradley Beal.
Campaign.
DeLon Wright.
I'm gonna go with Elfrid Payton.
Frank Kaminsky.
EFG. Gary Payton.
I am going to go with what am I on, H right now?
H.
So I'm gonna go with Henry Ellison.
Brandon Ingram.
John Sally.
Jonathan Kuminga.
Larry Sanders.
You're on M.
Larry Markin. Laurie Markin. Laurie Markin.
And
I'm trying to go with some random ones, but
a hard one.
I am gonna go with I'm trying to think of a hard one. Norris Cole.
All right. Omeka Okafor.
Pat Riley or Patrick Beverly. Either or, brother.
Ooh, I got Q.
Ooh, I got one.
Q is hard.
I can have your back.
No helping.
No helping. I'm trying to think. I'm like literally going Quinn.
5,
I'm
4,
just thinking Quinn.
3, 2,
I honestly think
1.
Stumping Drew.
Quincy
Wow.
Pondexter.
Quincy Pondexter.
I was
our
gonna
boy.
go Quentin Grimes.
Not your boy. Not your
Good.
not your boy Quincy Pondexter.
Yeah, I was gonna go Quincy.
All right, so I lost that one. Here we go.
Shout out to Quincy.
All right. Drew actually came up with this one. So we're going to look at the top 100 rankings from NBA 2K this year, just because it gave us an easy outlook on the rankings. Drew's going to do a random number generator of 3 numbers. We're going to get 3 different players, and we're going to see whose combined player is the best of the 3.
All right, so
Drew?
let's go. I'm going to ask again. We've got Chat GPT.
Our best friend ChatGPT.
Give
That's
me.
where he gets all his facts.
Who's first?
We're going to go you first.
Okay.
All right, so give me 3 random numbers between 1 and 100. Boop, 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 boop. Analyzing.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right, Austin, so you're going to go first.
Okay.
Here are our 3 numbers. Ooh. Number 3,
Okay. That's a good one.
47 and 85. So who is ranked 3rd on 2K's ratings?
If I lose this is really bad.
So number 3 is?
Giannis.
Oh, what are you taking from Giannis? Do you want to see the other players, too? You can see the other players.
I'll see the other players. 47 is Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes,
They're just
Giannis.
all athletes. Okay.
And 85.
And 85. I'm going to go.
Who's
oh
85?
My God, Clay.
You know what you're taking from Clay.
Yeah, Clay's shooting, Scotty's defense, and Giannis's athleticism.
Nice.
I think mine's pretty unbeatable.
All right,
honestly.
Frankie.
I think I have the best combo.
I don't know if I get number 1.
Frankie's got 22, 68, and 91.
Ooh.
For sure, I have LeBron.
You think LeBron's
No,
22?
I thought I was gonna get number 1.
No, 22 is Jimmy Butler.
Ooh,
Hold on, you got to see who your players are first.
68 and 91. 68, Desmond Bain. And Miles Bridges.
Oh, you got a great combination, I think.
Miles Bridges. Does like fourth quarter like ice
Whatever
in
you
his
want. You
veins?
gotta
could
pick
do
anything
clutch.
you want.
You could do clutch.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Butler's clutchness.
Okay. Desmond
Um,
Bain and Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges' is defense,
Okay.
and Desmond Bain's 3-point shooting.
Okay.
I like that.
That's
I would have done the exact same thing except for with Jimmy Butler. I would have went middies. Just
Or
because he's got a
defense.
great.
No,
great
but
lead.
but
He's already got defense with
Miles Bridges
But-
athleticism.
but in the fourth quarter, like he just has clutch.
That's true. He's one of the best.
All
agree.
right.
All right, Drew.
More. I have 14,
Ooh.
57, and 99.
Oof. Okay.
Oof, that 99.
14. Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh.
All right, D. Mitch,
That's a good one.
who didn't show up to Austin's wedding, but got
Yeah.
the invite.
He bailed. That was messed up.
Damn, that sucks.
57. Fred Van Fleet. And 99 is Keegan Murray.
All right, so we got 14, Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell's scoring ability.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Fred Van Fleet's. I'm probably going to go with Fred Van Fleet's, like, maybe playmaking.
Okay. Like IQ.
Yeah.
Playmaking.
And then
Keegan
Keegan
Murray's-
Murray. I mean, I like Donovan Mitchell's shooting better than I like Keegan Murray's shooting, but I guess I'll go with Keegan Murray's shooting.
A lot of scoring, not much defense.
Yeah,
out
not
of
much
Drew's side.
defense out of my squad.
I think the winner is pretty clear here.
I don't
I mean,
know.
the fact that he had Giannis and Clay. I mean, you had a great combination. To
Yeah,
be
I had a
honest
really
with
good
you.
Giannis, Clay, and who was your defensive player?
And Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good team.
Lockdown
That's a good
defender. All right.
I don't hate my team though. We got heart.
All right, so these are really tough, and it's hard to know these things sometimes because we don't know how much money players make. But I want to know from you guys which player has made more money in their entire career. All right,
Only on court earnings, right?
only on court earnings:
Oh,
Kawhi Leonard or Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard.
Drew,
I'm gonna go Damian Lillard.
Kawhi Leonard 188 million, Damian Lillard 191 million.
Boom.
1 for 1.
Pretty close. John Wall or Anthony Davis.
John Wall.
I'll go Anthony Davis.
John Wall, 276 million. Anthony Davis, 266 million.
Oh,
Wall by 10 million.
Oh. Frankie's winning them all today, huh?
Gordon Hayward or Blake Griffin?
I feel like this is a
Court
trick
earnings,
question,
that's a trick
Coach. I'm gonna go
question.
with Gordon Hayward.
I'm gonna go with BG.
Gordon Hayward, 268 million. Blake Griffin, 258 million.
Oh,
We're back.
I think you guys are tied now. Dirk Nowitzki or Kevin Love?
Easy one.
I'm going K Love.
Oh,
but
Frankie
Dirk waited
stopped.
20
Dirk.
years.
Dirk.
Dirk?
I'm gonna go K Love because I went with him
K
originally.
Love. Dirk Nowitzki, 251. Kevin Love, 269.
Let's
What
go!
the heck?
Let's go.
Are you kidding me?
And that
He
was
played 20 years.
20 years, right?
20
Yeah,
years.
20 years.
Come on, Dirk.
Kyrie Irving or Kyle Lowry?
It's got to be a trick question. I'm going Kyle Lowry.
Kyrie. I'm not even.
Kyrie Irving, 270. Kyle Lowry, 275.
Let's go again.
Stop it.
I swear.
Let's go.
Stop it.
I swear it's crazy. Al Horford or Jimmy Butler?
Al Horford.
I was gonna go with Al Horford too.
Al Horford, 275 million. Jimmy Butler, 263 million.
There we go.
Al Horford.
But Jimmy's getting another one.
Chris Paul or Steph Curry?
Chris Paul.
I'm gonna go CP3.
Chris Paul, $389 million. Steph Curry, $354 million.
They have a rule basically because of Chris Paul, like a over 38 rule. So that's the only reason why I went with that.
What is that?
I don't know. It's basically like you're only allowed, like Steph just signed a 1 year extension. He added on 1 year, and it was because once you're of a certain age, you're only allowed to extend. You're not allowed to take like a 5 year max or something like that.
Interesting. All right. Russell Westbrook or James Harden?
I'm gonna go with James Harden.
I'm gonna go Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, $340 million. James Harden, $338 million.
Wow. James Harden's
Neck and
also lost, more money than almost any NBA player just from taking like less money than he deserved.
Oh, going and playing
Yeah.
other players. He's made
Yeah.
a lot of money off the court, though, like Adidas.
A ton of money.
All right, last one. Derek White. Sorry. Wrong category. All right.
Oh, he made money from.
No, it's the wrong category. All right. Last one. Kobe or Shaq?
Kobe.
I want to say Kobe, but I'm going to say Shaq because he said Kobe.
Kobe 323 million. Shaq 286 million.
Yeah,
That one,
big
that one was
difference.
easy.
That one,
Big
I,
difference.
Like if Dirk made less than
the
Kobe.
biggest
made
thing is Kobe's prime lasted so much longer than Shaq. Like
Yeah.
Shaq was, in my opinion, the most dominant player outside of Michael Jordan in his prime. But his prime was a short window.
Yeah, like Michael's.
Well, I mean, Michael's
I
prime
think he
was basically
did
when
more
entered
with
the
his
NBA all
he
the
did
way
more with
until-
his smaller window than anyone else. But yeah, I get it.
LeBron's not in the dominant conversation.
He's definitely in the
Oh,
conversation.
okay.
What do you mean?
I'm just
He's-
saying when Shaq was, Shaq. Let me pull up these numbers because these were actually pretty crazy. But I think it's something that people don't ever really like remember how dominant Shaq was. All right, so here's what we got. Okay, Shaq in his 2000 finals averaged 38 points per game, 16.7 rebounds per game, and 2.7 blocks per game. Those were his averages. Then he followed that up in 2001. He averaged 33 points, 15.8 rebounds, and 3.4 blocks. That was his averages in 2001. And then in 2002 finals, averaged 36.3 points, 12.3 rebounds, and 2.8 blocks.
That's insane.
I mean,
Gian-
that
Gian-
3-year period is just ridiculous.
Giannis had some pretty crazy finals numbers also.
Not close to those.
Yeah, Giannis's were up there. Giannis was
1
averaging.
year
Yeah, in a year.
1 year,
Okay.
but again, it was.
No, this guy did it 3 years in a row.
I know.
and one.
Well, there's no debate that Shaq is one of the most dominant. All right, so I want to
Damn.
go to. I saw something that Kevin Durant put out there. Let me pull this up really fast. Actually,
Should I add this? Just for reference, Giannis averaged 35.2 points per game, 13.2 rebounds per game, 5.0 assists per game, and 1.8 blocks per game while shooting 62% from the field.
it's pretty
So
close to
as
Shaq
a
numbers.
1 year dominance, that was Shaq-like numbers, but Shaq did it for 3 consecutive years. Which
Yeah. That's
to me was unbelievable.
In a recent interview, they told Kevin Durant he was a 94 in the new NBA 2K, and he was not happy about it. So I wanted to read you guys some of the ratings in NBA 2K. I'm going to give you 2 options, and I want you to try to guess who the higher rating is and get your opinion. All right? So who has a higher ranking in NBA 2K25? Jokic or Embiid?
I'm gonna say even.
Yeah, I was going to say even.
Jokic is a 97. Joel's a 96. So slightly higher, which I'm sure Joel's probably not too thrilled about. Luka or LeBron?
Luka.
Luka.
I know you hate to say it. Luka 97, LeBron 95. We're getting older. It sucks. Shea or Jason Tatum?
JT, cover athlete.
Shea.
Shea 96, JT 95. Kind of shocking being
That's
the cover,
ridiculous.
the cover player.
That's honestly ridiculous.
I only said Shea because I wanted to go against you and just win
The
one.
disrespect.
He's on the cover and Shea's higher.
Do you know what the thing is that what a lot of people don't realize is they're like the same age. People think that Shea is younger because all of his teammates are younger, but they're like the same age. And Jason, conference finals, won a championship, first team All-NBA 3 years in a row.
Well, gold medal.
Shea was an MVP candidate this year, to be fair.
Dude, just so you know, I love Shea. Just
Okay.
Jason Tatum.
All right. Tyrese or Damian Lillard?
I mean, Tyrese should be.
Tyrese.
Tyrese is a 90. Dame is an 89. I thought one of you would at least say Dame for sure.
Well, I was gonna say Dame just because, but shout out.
We're not like his best men that
Yeah.
trash our friends.
Yeah.
You know?
But I shout out to Tyrese.
This is a really tough one. Paolo or Zion?
Paulo.
Paulo.
Paolo 89, Zion 88.
I think they also factor in that who gets a little bit more hurt than the other person, right? Who was more available.
I don't know if 2K does, but Austin Reeves or Chris Paul?
Oh, Austin Reeves, my boy. Recover 180, baby. Recover 180 athlete.
I
Austin
think
Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
They're the same rating, which to me is outrageous.
I think there's also some legacy points. There has to be.
Yeah,
some
you got to give him.
legacy points.
It's Chris Paul. Like he's always gonna make your team better.
2K25, not 2K12.
But he's gonna make your team better no matter what. Like he's gonna go to San Antonio, and that team's gonna be way better this year.
It will be very exciting though to see him with Wemby. To see if
I'm
he can
gonna love
unlock some new.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the
I,
Spurs.
I
Will be
like
fun.
Chris Paul. It's just he's older. It's just crazy that him and Austin Reeves are in the same category. Tyler Hero or CJ McCollum?
You know who I'm going with? Tyler Hero.
You know, I'm Tyler Hero all day long.
CJ McCollum. Tyler Hero's an 83. CJ McCollum's an 84. I was honestly shocked. I don't see it.
He's waiting for a viral reaction from me. I'm just Tyler Hero.
All right.
Just Tyler Hero.
Chris Middleton or James Harden?
James Harden.
I'm going to go James Harden.
I thought the same thing, too. Chris Middleton, 85. James Harden, 84. Especially after last season. Chris didn't have a great season last season.
And James Harden had a beautiful season.
Yeah, he did.
It'll be interesting to see what James Harden is this year with
By the way,
PG gone.
Also a recover and Zen athlete.
Oh, my God.
We love to hear
All
that.
right, last one. Derek White or Brandon Ingram?
They're going to go with Derek White. I feel like they're going to go Derek White.
Well, because he made the USA team. Like, there's a lot of hype. He won the championship, Derek White, just for that reason.
Derek White, 86. Brandon Ingram, 85. I hate that one, too. Brandon Ingram is
He's
a
elite.
max player.
He's elite.
Derek White is not.
I would honestly hate to be the one doing these rankings, by the way.
Well, yeah, you're going to get trash regardless.
And I also think there's a lot of players that, like, there should be some players way lower. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
but they give everybody like a 70 or I don't know what the lowest they give. But I'm like, there's some players that should be lower than that.
That are like 50s.
Yeah, you know, and then there's some players
right.
that should be a little higher.
I would say that if you guys were like in like rec league basketball, right? Probably rank whatever. What's Draymond's ranking there?
In 2K?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know. I don't even know if he has a ranking.
He's
Are you
gotta have a
comparing
ranking.
yourself to Draymond?
Mexican Draymond. Come on. You kidding me? I get texts.
No.
What is it?
Draymond Green's an 83.
Let's go!
Would you say you're an 83 in the
Yes!
league?
100%. I think my IQ says it all.
He has a championship on every day of the week.
Hey, you can call your boy.
Points.
Shout out to Grant.
83.
He's like the Derek White. He gets a bump for winning the championships.
You got to, and playing defense. And every time I'm in the game, the plus minus situation is always on my side.
50% from 3.
And 50% from 3. You don't want to leave me open because I'm going to make that 3. That's all I'm saying. So at the end of the day.
What was your rating before Drew Hanlen fixed your jump shot?
Oof. I was a lot more athletic because I didn't have the knee problems as much.
You were more athletic 2 years ago?
That's not when he fixed it. He fixed it like
Years ago. We're years ago.
we're years right here.
This is pre-COVID. Pre-COVID.
Okay.
Pre-COVID, not even pre-COVID. This is like Joel Embiid rookie year.
Yeah, Joel's rookie year.
No. This
Yes,
is
100%.
2015.
No, Joel Embiid's rookie year is when we became brothers for life.
Yep.
So what was your ranking pre-83?
No, but I was more athletic. Like I could go to the hoop better. Like it was just
There's a
you-
cool
did you ever
story. Hey, I don't know if you know this real quick. I don't know if you know this, but the story behind Frankie and I becoming friends all surrounded basically his shooting and scoring ability. There was a night that I was at Hyde.
true story, man.
I was at Hyde,
Ugh.
and I
Yes.
had got his number from one of my clients, and I had texted Frankie and said I need a table that night. And even though I don't drink, I wanted to throw like a good night for my boys and stuff like that. And so we ran up a $5,000 tab or whatever it was.
Who's counting?
Who's counting at that point? Fun coupons.
Crazy Frankie
And
charged you.
and at the end of the night, I go to pay, and the hostess was like, you're all good. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I was like, I haven't paid for it yet. And she's like, no, you're all good. Frankie said you're all good. It's on the house.
And being the good guy that Drew is, he still took out his. Well, I remember that he still took out his thing, did it behind my back, and paid for the tip for the waitress.
Yeah, I
So-
wanted to make sure she was taken care of, but I go over and I'm like, who's Frankie?
He's
Like,
probably trying to get at her.
I was like, who's Frankie? So
Probably.
I walk over to the table and I'm like, hey, bro, you didn't have to take care of it, whatever. And he's like, hey, man, listen. He's like, I will make you look like the biggest celebrity in LA if you can help fix my jump shot. He said, I love basketball, but I cannot shoot a basketball. And so I was like, dude, I'll work you out. He's like, I will literally make you the biggest celebrity. Every time you come in here, I will have your name on signs. You'll be popping bottles.
This
And
is so
and he
true.
goes-
Such
he
a
goes-
true story,
He
man.
goes, have a shot with me. And I go, I don't drink. He goes, oh. Because at that moment, he realized I didn't need anything from him, really. And I was like, but come to the gym and we'll fix your shot. And so we literally did. We got in the lab. We worked on his shot. And
So
and
it
we
was
have
like
the
a shooting rotation. It was like Jason, Joel, Frankie.
No, literally, that was like the lineup.
I'm not gonna
It
lie.
literally was a
He
lineup.
had me with all the boys. Like he had me playing. And sometimes he'd be like, "Yo, right now you can be in their little thing," and sometimes he'd be like, "You go shoot on the other side, man." It
Yeah,
depended.
kitty hoop.
It was funny because we would do like an individual workout, and then I would literally have like Joel next, and I'd be like, "All right, Frank, you go to the side with an intern, keep doing your form shooting while I was working out like Joel." And then like 10 minutes later, he'd be like, "Hey, what do you want me to change to?" I'd be like, "Keep going, like you just need more reps." But by the end of it, he started knocking down shots.
Yeah, he would put me through these like little like mental drills at the end of the day, because he'd be like, "Okay, so Jason's gonna go on that corner. He's gonna shoot from NBA 3. You're gonna shoot from high school 3. And first one to go around, what was it like?"
And I was praying that Frankie would beat him so I could talk trash to whoever the NBA
I needed
client
to
was.
make 3 from each spot to finish the whole around the world per se, from the 3-point line, from 7. It's 7
Yeah.
places, right? And then Jason had to do the same thing, but he had to make 5, and from the NBA 3. It took me hours to finish, coach.
It would be like he'd be up one spot to none, and I'd be going crazy, and then he'd just fall apart. And he kept being like, my arm is tired.
Because by the way, this is at the end of like the workout. Like we already went through the whole workout, and I have no more legs through this. But hey, thank you, man. My shooting's now. I'm literally a 50% shooter.
That's like the perfect example to me too. Like I love when people watch games and they talk trash about players that I could do that. That's easy. Or they watch workouts and they're like, they're not going that hard or whatever. And then you actually go into a workout and do what NBA players do.
Yeah, I will have their back for life, man. What I know they put themselves through, and I've seen it, and I do it, and I try to do it. I don't even do it. I try to even compete with it. Their conditioning is just next level. They're the way, and this is what prior to like me having like my knee injuries, like I was able to like kind of like be athletically there. It just doesn't compare. An NBA player is just another level.
Have you ever dunked?
A tennis
He
ball.
wants to say yes.
A tennis ball I did.
What-
There's a video. There's a video of me.
At what height do you think you could dunk right now?
Right now,
You think you could dunk on 8 feet?
I can touch the rim right now. That's about it.
No chance.
I can touch the rim 100%. I'll send you a video at 6:45.
No. I want to. We need to go. Next episode, we're gonna do this.
Well, I
We're going
do.
to take you outside
We're gonna
Okay.
take
in
you
your
to the court.
backyard.
No, I need. No,
no,
hold on. I need that
This
wood.
is check ball. This is what check ball.
Yeah. I need the wood.
What'd you say?
If
You
Now
need that
he's-
what, coach?
Now he's stuttering.
my feet ain't on the wood, it ain't no good. You know what I mean? And by that, I mean like I gotta be on that like hard. You got.
Hardwood.
Yeah, you got me. You got me flustered here, brother.
He's trying to circle out. He's going to be like,
All right.
please edit that out.
So how about this? How about
No, man. I
So
keep
tonight-
it real.
this? Tonight, I'm gonna ask Coach
Send me a video.
to send me a video of you trying to touch the rim.
I got a game tonight, so after this, I gotta go and make sure that lead my team to victory.
All right. Well, still sticking on that topic, Drew. Just really fast. Would you go more or less 3 threes on Frankie's game tonight?
Like Prize Picks version.
Prize picks.
First off, I've been struggling lately, but the one thing I have realized on Prize Pits, if you go more on Caitlin Clark, she wins every time.
It's a lock.
It's always
It's
a
a
more.
lock.
And if you go more on me tonight, you can get that too, man. I ain't
going
going
more.
Let's go.
That's.
I'm gonna have
Nice,
4
And that
threes
is why I've
tonight.
been struggling.
Now I see why Drew's 1 for 10 the last 10 games.
Hey,
All right.
man, I don't miss.
Well, we're pumped for the season. Next episode, we're going to see if Frankie can actually dunk. We're going to lower and raise the hoop to see what level.
At what level?
He can
9 feet for
actually
sure.
dunk on. We're going to put it to the test, but we're excited for season.
Less.
There's a lot coming up, preseason about to happen. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Follow all our socials, and we'll see you next episode.